I did this program originally for Tech Rochester, and I've expanded this to the family business focus. But when we're looking at family businesses, we've got our KPIs from a business perspective that are important. Costs, gross margin, the cost of goods sold, our inventory turns, safety incidents. You might be looking at net promoter scores or burn rates. They're all important KPIs. And the one piece that I would throw to people is that make sure that you're looking at, some of your most important KPIs, which are, in my opinion, the one common denominator that drives all of those KPIs is your people. It's your team, your customer, your vendors, your investors. And you'll notice I said team. A lot of times, we refer to the people that work for us as our staff. And one of my mentors said to me a long time ago, staff is infection. We work with a team. And that kind of stuck. And, I told my staff at the time, that if ever those words out of my mouth, please remind me, because I definitely think of you as my team. And couldn't do this without any one of you. So it's, there's some common denominators. And like I said, it's all about people, and people inherently need to feel trust. You've also been on one of my webinars recently. You've heard me talk about the book, The $1 Trillion Coach. Well, this is him. This is Bill Campbell. Bill Campbell had a great, quote when, he was coaching Google and Facebook and, Jeff Bezos were people that he coached. So he was in the tech industry, but he spent some time in upstate New York. He spent some time at Kodak. And, what he realized is that, highly competitive, he said technology driven businesses, but I would gather that it's any high performance team is all about the people. Employees build great products, they sell great products, they service your customers, customers buy your products, use your products, talk to other, people about your product, vendors fulfill your supply chain, investors fund your growth. It's the people that matter. And so if it's the people that matter, then we really need to spend some time really digging in to what are the common denominators, what drive people. And for those of you, who may not have heard of a psychologist named Abraham Maslow, he created something called, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And the 5 needs, come back to the physiological needs, our safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. So, when we look at physiological, it's food, water, shelter. Safety is security and protection. Love, the love and belonging is friends and lovers. Esteem is, feeling respect and, self-esteem and recognition. And then the self-actualization needs is, living to fulfill one's potential at the highest level that they can. And I would, share with you that what we know today is that unless somebody's base needs, unless their physiological and their safety needs are being met, it's either difficult or impossible to get to a point where you can attend to our other higher level needs, the social needs. And today, I think it's more important than ever before that we really take some time to think about this with all the things that are going on in the world. And this isn't a political statement. It's, I've spoken to enough, African Americans, Black members of our community, and they have said when, there are times that they do not feel safe. And it's really difficult to move on to those higher levels if you don't feel safe. That comes from a standpoint of personal security and employment, owning property and, having the resources that you need, and you've got your health behind you. So I would poke that as an employer, as business owners, it becomes our job, it becomes our responsibility it comes down to building trust with both the employees and the customers that we're going to help them meet their needs.